Today for member statements, we will hear from the District of St. George's Humber, St. John's East-Quidi, Vidi, Placentia West-Bellevue, Cape St. Francis, and Windsor Lake. The Honourable, the member for St. George's Humber.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Verna Trask was born in the historic community of Sandy Point in Bay St. George. And this coming Monday, she will be celebrating her 100th birthday. In 1952, Verna and her husband, Isaac Trask of Elston, moved their family to Indian Head and later relocated in Seal Cove in Stephenville Crossing to be closer to the schools, a school for their children, and to become more involved in the community. Verna and her husband, who passed away in 1983, had 11 children. Their family has continued to grow, and she now has 21 grandchildren, 17 great-grandchildren, and 2 great-great-grandchildren. Verna is known by many for her kindness, and she's also known as a skilled seamstress who has, over the years, made hundreds of dresses and suits for graduations, weddings, and other special occasions. Verna is still very active. She loves to knit, she loves to go shopping, and she loves to share stories with families, with members of her family and her many friends. Her family is very proud of her, and she is loved and respected in the community. I ask all members of the House to join with me in wishing Verna Trask a happy 100th birthday this coming Monday. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for St. John's East, Quidi Vidi.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm so pleased on International Women's Day to recognize a constituent who is the essence of the unsung heroine, as are so many women. Wife, mother, activist Brenda O'Brien, for the past 14 years, has been an untiring advocate for her own son and all children on the autism spectrum. Brenda has devoted her life to working with teachers, principals, and counselors to ensure that the schools her son and other children with special needs attend are welcoming and truly inclusive. She researches intently what can be done and engages knowledgeably with professionals in trying to attain solutions to problems, believing beyond a doubt that there is always a solution. She has raised awareness in our educational system about the human rights of children with autism and developmental disabilities. She was instrumental in getting early intervention extended to children with autism beyond the age of 6. Brenda continues to advocate for accommodation in the school system, and I ask all members of the House of Assembly to applaud this wonderful woman, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for Placentia West-Bellevue.
Mr. Speaker, I am pleased to stand today to recognise 2 young people from Marystown who, in their own ways, are shining a light on mental health. Chloe Walsh of Little Bay is pursuing graduate studies in psychology at the University of Glasgow in Scotland. But there, her pursuit is extended beyond purely an academic quest. She is one of 5 students named by the university as a future world changer. Chloe's ambition is to make more people mindful of their mental health, as well as normalising the language used to describe it. Teenager Jimmy Bonnell, also of Marystown, is also making a difference. After struggling with mental health, he has transformed himself into a power of good for others. He has started the free Burin Peninsula Teen Mental Health Peer Support Group and describes it as an opportunity for people to share their personal battles with others to show them that there are brighter days ahead. I ask all members to join me in congratulating and thanking them both, and encourage anyone out there struggling to check out one of Chloe's videos or drop by one of Jimmy's sessions. Mr. Speaker, mental health challenges have become the issue of our time, but thankfully advocates and leaders like Chloe and Jimmy are stepping forward to help end the stigma together. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for the District of Cape St. Francis.
I rise in this honourable House today to congratulate everyone involved in the 2018 Snowfest celebrations in the towns of Flatrock and Pouch Cove. Mr. Speaker, the energy and the dedication of many volunteers made this an event successful again this year. Snowfest is filled with a variety of fun activities for all ages. Family game night, senior social and outing, an ice fishing derby, an afternoon tea and bake sale, a hot roast beef, moose supper, bingo, general skate, a card game, dances for both children and adults. Many local groups were involved, including recreation and heritage committees, the school council, the Lions Club, the volunteer fire department, Fire Reds, the church, and of course the local musicians and performers. All activities were well organised, well attended, and a great time was had by all. It was truly a community celebration. I ask all honourable members to join me in congratulating and thanking the organisers and volunteers for this year's Snowfest celebration. It was a fantastic time and a job well done.
The Honourable Member for the District of Windsor Lake.
Since its inception in 2008, Smiling Land Foundation strives to spread the warm and welcoming Newfoundland and Labrador and East Coast culture and spirit to the rest of Canada. This group of expat Newfoundlanders and Labradorians have raised and donated in excess of $1.4 million to deserving charities benefiting Newfoundlanders and Labradorians. Daffodil Place, Ronald McDonald House, The Gathering Place, Stella's Circle, Artistic Fraud, the Verapalin Society, Boys and Girls Club of St. John's, Young Parents Association, Rainbow Riders, Special Olympics, Healthcare Foundation, the Dr. H. Bliss Murphy Center, the Home from the Sea Sealers Memorial in Elliston, LSPU Hall, Torngat Mountain Base Camp Youth Leadership Program, and Froud Avenue Community Center, all benefactors of the work of these passionate Native sons and daughters. This year marks Smiling Land Foundation's 10th anniversary and final fundraising event for this remarkable group. Funds raised on May the 12th will be used to establish a scholarship fund for Newfoundland and Labrador youth. We are proud of your efforts and so grateful for your commitment to home. Thank you to these amazing Newfoundlanders and Labradorians who, despite living away, found a unique way to help their neighbour, giving back to the province they love. Thank you.
Hear, hear.